Hi everyone, my name is Daniella Agnes and I'm going to present about something very familiar to us, especially during this kind of situation we have right now, where everyone is working from home, where everyone is doing anything inside their home. So I'm going to talk about the Netflix effects. So, hearing the word Netflix, what do you think about Netflix? What do you know about Netflix? Me personally, I really enjoyed watching Netflix. I watch Netflix a lot in my free times. And so here's the things. Netflix is an application where you can just click any movies you want, you can just watch, you can just stream any movies or any series you want. And they have a really good quality movies. So, and if we're talking about Netflix, and we have the word effects right here, what do you think is the Netflix effects? Does it ring a bell? So, the Netflix effects is when a new series catapults an unknown actor to fame as a result of millions of people binge watching a show. So, Netflix released a lot of movies and series, right? It has actors in it, it has actresses in it playing the roles. And Netflix tend to hire actors or actresses that were unknown before and they became famous overnight. And what do you think and how do you think this has happened? Okay, here's the thing. How is this happening? How is this Netflix effects happening? First, it is of course because the popularity of Netflix. We know that Netflix is very popular, right? Everyone knows Netflix, everyone watch Netflix. Well, basically not everyone, but Netflix is very popular right now. You get what you got my point, right? So Netflix is very popular right now. The popularity helps these actors gain fame overnight. Like when Netflix releases a new movie or a new series, everyone is dying to watch these movies right now, right exactly now. Like everyone is racing to watch the movies and they talk about the movies very often. And then these actors will be will be famous automatically, right? Then the second is audience's high expectation. So I am a user of Netflix. I'm an audience of Netflix. I have a very high expectation of Netflix movies because you know what, Netflix always have a good movies all this time. So when they release new movies or new series, I have my high expectations on them. And these actors that they use will become famous again. Once again, they will become famous because they play their role very well and people like them and they become famous. And the third reason is Netflix's ability in fulfilling market demand. We all know that Netflix is become very popular and they're become a huge company with a very successful business. And a successful business always know what the markets want, what their users want, what their users need. And Netflix is good at that. So Netflix here is really good at fulfilling the market's demand. When I do some research about these topics, I I've read someone I've read people talking about how Netflix movies or Netflix series relates to their daily life. How Netflix movies holds a certain message that touch their hearts. So this is a good side of Netflix. They really know what their users want, so they use it to gain more profit. And these actors they hired is a very good actors, even though they were unknown before, but they are a good actors and they became famous. So this is why the Netflix effects happening. And then when all these things we have talking about happening right now in our society, we we may talk we may also talk about our current television. Are you still watching your television right now, or you change into watching Netflix or streaming elsewhere, or do you still watch your television? Well, I don't know, but let me talk about Netflix versus television right now. So, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of Netflix comparing to television. So, the pros are Netflix has no commercials. We don't have to wait for the commercials to end and then we continue to watch the movies. And Netflix have a good quality movies. Our televisions also have good quality movies, but we have to keep up with the schedule, right? We have to wait like, oh, this my favorite series is playing at 9. I have to go home, I have to watch the series like and those kind of things. But with Netflix, it is very accessible anytime and anywhere. You can just watch whatever you want, and whenever you want it, you can just click and it will shows up on your gadget. It was really easy. It was so easy to access, and but Netflix also have a minor contra. So the cons of Netflix is Netflix requires internet connection. Well, obviously, but if you don't have your private Wi-Fi at home, you may find it a bit expensive for you to watch Netflix because uh, every movie consumes a lot of internet data. So you may find it a little bit expensive on your internet connection. So, and Netflix also requires membership. If you want to watch every kind of movies they have, if you want to watch any series without any limitation, you need a membership and you have to pay a couple of rupiahs. Yeah. So it needs a membership. Netflix needs membership. Well, but I think the membership is worth it regarding the great movies they have, the quality they have, the application. I think it's worth it for me. So, what do you think? Does this kind of things change your mind about Netflix, or do you still in watching your television? Well, it's not a bad thing. I'm just trying to give you another point of view. So, what do you think?